This is Renee, and welcome to my own little world. And you know what time it is. It's time for another Plan With Me, and this is going to be the last Plan With Me of 2020. So just let's get started right away, I guess. I chose kind of a Christmassy color scheme. I decided to go with some dark green, some red, some dark blue, and some goldish color. And I'm also going to use some gold details at the end. And with this last theme of the year, I decided to go all out, and I went with maybe 4 or 5 different kind of hand lettering fonts. And as always, I use thefont.com to find fonts that I use kind of as a template to work off, because my freehand hand lettering is still not the best. So I mean, this works for me, and I really like how the fonts end up turning out. And for the first few pages, like my monthly overview, my reflection, and my habit tracker, I kind of did the same as I did for the last few months, so I don't really have something to add to it. The only thing that I did differently is use a different font and added some snowflakes, which I really suck at drawing, by the way. I mean, I can draw, but I really suck at drawing snowflakes, so forgive me if they look kind of wonky. And with the titles, I decided to switch between the colors, so every color kind of got a turn. And like the last few months, I also decided to go with another page that says, do I really need this? Because I found out that writing everything down in a list, whenever I feel like impulse buying something, and writing down the prices of the things that I feel like impulse buying is really helping me not to buy. Because only then I realize how expensive some of the things are, so. And for the playlist, I left it empty as I kind of figure out what I want to do with it later on in the month, during the month. And then it's time for the weekly spread. And this time I went with a different kind of overview. I wanted to do it all on one page because I figured out that I don't need a lot of space to write for the last month. Especially the last 2 weeks of 2020, I took some weeks off from work, so I probably won't have a lot of plans. Or at least, I think. Maybe I'll end up regretting this decision, but you never know. And I also really liked having a monthly overview in my weekly overview, so I can see which week it is. And for the weekly overview, I decided to go with a page where I would hand letter a quote that really means or meant something to me throughout this year. And the first quote that I went with is, "Don't worry about things you have no control over." And boy, oh boy, do I need to tattoo this on my forehead, because I never learn to let things go. I'm kind of a control freak. And yeah, I kind of get in the way of myself a lot by doing that. So I really need to learn to just not to worry about things that I literally have no control over. And that's why I decided to pick out this quote for this week. And it's Also, a quote that I probably need to look back on during the next year as well, because I think I would need it next year as well. But I'm slowly learning day by day. Also, if you want to see which fonts that I used as a template, I will put them down in the description along with everything else that I used in this video. And the theme that I'm using, like how I made my weekly overview, I got the inspiration of Pinterest, but the original post is from Reddit, I think, but I'll put that down in the description as well. And for the second quote, I used the distance between dream and reality is called action. I really overthink things, and therefore I am sometimes too afraid to even start something. And having a YouTube channel is actually kind of a good example, because I've been waiting so long before I actually took the step to start a YouTube channel myself. I really thought hard about it, and for some reason something always held me back. And now that I finally took the step, I realized that it's awesome. I really like making YouTube videos and inspiring people. And even though maybe there aren't a lot of people who watch my videos, I still really cherish the people that do. And if I can just make someone's day, that even one person's day, I reached my goal right there. For the next quote, I decided to go with "Don't give up because you had a bad day. Forgive yourself and do better tomorrow." I really kick myself in the butt sometimes when I don't feel well, or when I didn't live up to my own expectations of myself, and I really need to learn to let that go. And that's why I decided to put that quote there. And for the next quote, I decided to pick "A little progress each day adds up to big results." And I mean, that's so true. I really am the kind of person that needs to do everything at my own pace, and that's why I wanted to have this little reminder of that. Also, I don't know where these quotes are from. I found them on Pinterest, but I don't know who actually came up with these quotes, but yeah. The next quote is, "Keep going because you did not come this far just to come this far." And I mean, I really needed that. Sometimes I really want to give up. I don't give up easily. I mean, when I start something, I usually want to finish it, but sometimes it's just hard to keep going when things are not going your way, and that's why I decided to write that down there. And this is actually my last weekly spread, and after that I decided to make a spread with a reflection of the whole year. And this is also the last spread of this whole hieroglyph bullet journal that I have been using this whole year. And honestly, is there anything more satisfying than finishing a journal on the actual last page? And this is the end result. I added some nice gold details, and I really like how it turned out. It's Christmassy and wintry, but not too much. And I also have some nice reminders to be easy on myself. And that's it for this video. I hope you liked this video. Stay hydrated, stay tuned, and until my next video, bye!